Hey folks, Fable here. Long time no chat, I know. But with 5 days left on Climax of the Showdown, that means, based on assumptions, Dracoslayers should arrive by then. I don't know, I'm just assuming, but if it does, I will definitely be climbing with them, maybe to hit Master 1. I don't know how it's going to go for that meta, especially if speculations are true and Cashier Fenrir does come with the set. I don't know, this is just my speculation, but if it does, then yeah, it's gonna be a really interesting meta. But anyway, this video is going to basically be preparation for next week if that's the case, and I'll be going card by card for each of the new Dracoslayer archetype cards rather, and of course showing you some combos that you can do, like 2-card combos and a full hand combo, etc. But yeah, without further ado, let's begin. Yes, indeed, I am using Edo Pro. But anyway, we have basically 2-card combo, Valid and Revolution. Revolution is going to search me the Odd Eyes Arc. We're going to use the Odd Eyes engine first. So we're going to scale the Arc. And then with Valid, I mill the Butler. So I'm going to activate the Butler in Graveyard to pop the Valid. Valid is going to activate to go in scale. And then this will also trigger the Arc in scale because Valid is also an Odd Eyes in name. That means I can easily turbo out Electromite because I'm only working with 2 cards in hand, nothing else. I have to go into Electromite to make some sort of plays. So this will be typically the Electromite into Astrograph sort of play. However, the biggest difference here is because I don't have multiple copies of these in this version, I'm not able to search any of them for resource purposes. But in Master Duel, I might have to experiment a little bit more, so this is still me experimenting on Edo Pro. But anyway, Electromite is going to search me, the Astro's from the hand. In this situation, Astro is not going to search anything because I only have 1s. But that's fine. I'm just trying to see what I can salvage off of this. I drew Max C, but that's okay, whatever, it's fine. Anyway, now I'm going to make Beyond to go into my pen summon. Now Beyond here is going to search me these Seers, because Seers plus the Synchron that I just summoned off of the Arc will give me to my Dracoslayer stuff, right? It will access the Dracoslayer line for the most part. Anyway, there goes the Astrograph, and then I pen out the Synchron. Synchron's effect will now go with Seers plus that will make me the Draco Ignister. Ignister will special summon from the deck. Yes, you can finally use that to pitch for a Dracoslayer from the deck. Broken. Anyway, Ignister is going to grab me. Here I decided to go for Pegasus. Now Pegasus, if you don't know, is basically a field spell searcher on special summon. So by discarding 1 card, you get to search a field spell. So basically, I search Sky Iris, now I discard a card. In this situation, I would discard Max C. Now acting Sky Iris. Sky Iris in this situation is going to pitch me the Revolution. That way, I can revive the Ignister because the Reborn effect is not hard once per turn. So you're able to recycle it multiple times. You're able to use the effect for the amount of Dracoslayer you have. Now here, I'm going to cross you plus the Dracoslayer fusion to then pitch me the Max C. Because here I thought I had something else, but because I didn't have anything else, I'm just going to have to revive the Max C, which is okay. Now I'm going to use Revolution. Revolution is going to pop itself to revive back the Ignister. Now Ignister can dodge the Bestial this meta because it's not a light or dark, so this is perfectly okay. Ignister is going to, again, not once per turn, special summon from the deck at Dracoslayer name. Here I decided to go for the Ignis, which does nothing, but this is basically end board with just the 2-card combo. Now, on to the next combo. So the next 2-card combo will be Bambuku and the Ignis. So Phoenix plus the Pegasus. Pegasus here will become your searcher for a Dracoslayer name. And note that Pegasus search effect for the destruction cost, it's not mandatory, so when you search you don't have to pop your scale if you don't want to, but here I'm going to because Phoenix on destruction will allow you to special summon a Dracoslayer from the deck. That means I'm going to special summon the Dynamist from the deck, or the Pegasus if I want to search for a field spell, right? So, but decided here to go for the Dynamist. Now with this hand, I'm going into Electromite play. Now there's a lot of things I can do here, but I'm going to use Luster to pop the Pegasus, just so I can special summon her for the discard. But anyway, here's the Electromite. Electromite is going to search you the typical Astrograph and whatnot. Just know that because the Luster Pendulum is at 1, it's in Master Duel, it's still at 1. It's a little trickier to just pop it and then blah blah blah, right? I'd rather pop that and search it again, but it is what it is. We have it at 1, so it's whatever. Anyway, Electromite, Astrograph, you've seen this combo multiple times now. Here I'm decided to search for the Phoenix instead of another Pegasus because I need a high scale, and Pegasus is a low scale. So there's your high scale, and then Pegasus will be the low scale. Now I drew into a Bestial name, which is whatever, is fine. Now here I'm going to make a Beyond. Typically I would just go full combo, but I'm going to make Beyond. Beyond is going to now search for another pen name. Typically here you want to search Harmonizing, but I'm going to search Sears. I'm going to pen everything. So I pen Luster, and then I pen the Pegasus, and then Sear is going to Foolish. I'm going to search my Sky Iris, and I'm going to discard my Bestial, just pretend Spotter at this point, right? But then Sears is going to activate. I'm going to pitch for the Pensork. Now Pensork is going to my typical Odd Eyes combo that you usually see me going for. Sky Iris is going to activate to pop the Ignis in scale, the Phoenix, and then this will add me Revolution. Now Ignis is a hard one to return, so you cannot special summon again. It's okay. Now I'm going to make Selene. Selene has 3 counters. Selene will, I'll save Selene first. And actually, no, did I use? No, I used it now. I'm going to use it to revive and pop Sky Iris plus the Pegasus in scale. That way I can add my Dissolver and my Synchron. So now that I have that, I'm going to make the rank 4. I forgot the name already. The text is so tiny. But I'm going to make that. I'm basically going to detach a Dracoslayer name to special summon back the Luster. Now Luster plus the Dynamist can easily get me to my the typical Phoenix and Mr. Synchro. Right, so now that that's out of the way, I'm going to use this effect to special summon. So I'm going to special summon the Dynamist. Now Dynamist on tribute, if I tribute it, will resolve to basically add it back to face up to my hand, or one of the Dracoslayers. But here I'm going to make Active Masquerade. I'm going to use the effect of Revolution to revive back to Ignister again one more time. I can easily go to my rank 4 plays and whatnot, but I'm not going to. Instead I'm going to revive, special summon whatever, does not matter. Now I'm going to scale my Dissolver. Dissolver is going to use its effect, I believe, now. So here I'm going to use Dissolver instead of going for my other fusion Dracoslayer. I'm going to make Vortex by discarding the Synchron and then using the Phoenix. I am going to make Vortex. Now this will trigger Cross Sheet. Cross Sheet will revive the Synchron, which is your typical Odd Eyes line right now. So Synchron will special summon the Dissolver to make the Baron, and basically pass with your typical Appaloosa, Vortex, and Baron board. That's basically it. So that's just with 2 card combos using Mambuku and the Phoenix. Just one idea you can work with. There's probably another route you can go with, but that's basically it. Now on to a full-on hand combo. Now if you're wondering, I'm not using the Zealantis for any of these combos, just in case you were wondering. But anyway, this is basically 5 full hand here. I'm going to go Dynamist search, and I'm going to search the Dynamist. I'm just calling Dynamist at this point. Anyway, I'm going to scale my Pegasus, and I'm going to scale my Dynamist. This in turns allows me to do a lot of things. Basically, Dynamist in scale will special summon the other Dracoslayer in the opposite scale. And obviously you know what Pegasus array does. Basically it searches the Dracoslayer name. And then I'm going to search Luster here in this situation. I'm going to use the Dynamist to special summon the Pegasus. Now Pegasus on special summon will allow me to search for a field spell. So I search Sky Iris at the cost of discarding a card. So I'm going to discard my Duplicate Max C. Then I summon Bambuku to search me another Pegasus. That's all I can search, either that or itself in this engine. Alright, now I'm going to use the Luster. The Luster is effect will pop the Dynamist. This will trigger the continuous spell to add it back to hand. And then I add another Dynamist to hand. Now the special summon is a hard one to return, so I cannot special summon from the scale again. I'm just going to add that to hand. Now here I'm probably just going for the Beyond play. Beyond is going to search me Sears. Now I'm going to scale the Sears and pen from here because I can't do anything else. So just pen everything, pretty much. Full on board combo. Now I'm going to have to use Beyond to pop the Luster. That way I go into the Exceeds play to special summon the Luster to go into my Synchro play, then my Fusion play. You get the idea, right? Anyway, so I'm going to pop the Continuous plus the Luster. Next, I'm going to make the Exceeds. I always forget the name of the Dracoslayer Exceeds, but that card is what you want to go into. That will special summon out the Luster. And by detaching I believe a Dracoslayer name, so I detached Pegasus, and then I special summon the Luster from the extra deck. With this, I can easily make my level 8 Prominence or Prometheus. I forgot the name already. already. But anyway, that will allow me to special summon from a Dracoslayer, a level 4 or lower Dracoslayer from the deck. I choose to summon, I believe, my Ignis. Now, I did not use Ignis Destruction effect, right? That means I can use Sky Iris. Sky Iris will pop it, and that means I get to add Revolution and trigger the Ignis or the Phoenix to special summon another Dracoslayer from the deck. Now, it does not matter here in this situation because Pegasus already uses effect, and Dynamis' other effect on pen summon, normal, whatever, is only activated when you tribute it. So meaning when you tribute into the Dynamis fusion, like I'm going to do right here, I'm basically going to tribute the Mist plus the Pegasus to summon the fusion, and this will trigger Cross Sheep, and then this will also trigger the Dynamis to add back a Dracoslayer from the extra deck to hand, right? So I'm going to add the Dynamis to hand, right? And then I'm going to Pegasus revive with the Cross Sheep. Or, I know I added Pegasus to hand, and then I switched the Pegasus from the graveyard. Anyway, at this point there's a lot of things I can do. Usually go into the Atlantis, but I'm going to use Evolution to search for my Arc. Now I did not use Arc's effect special, meaning I can go into Valid pitch for Pensor pitch for my Dissolver and my Odd Eyes Synchron play if I want to, but I don't need to. I'm going to make the Selene here. Now Selene has 3 spell counters, actually 4 spell counters, right? And then Seer is going to activate its effect to add back Revolution. This will trigger the Arc. Arc is going to special the Valid from my deck, and then Valid is going to mill Pensor. Now I'm going to basically use Selene to pop the Sky Iris plus the Arc, because Arc's effect is already used and this is a hard one for turn. I can even mill the Butler if I wanted to instead of milling the Pensor, and that way I can try to make an IP Masquerade play or something. I chose to mill the Pensor. Anyway, Selene's effect will revive the Pensor. Pensor effect pops, like I said, the Arc and the Sky Iris. I need the Dissolver and the Synchron. Though I should probably add the Butler instead, that way I can revive, but it is what it is. Anyway, I made the Abyss Dweller, and then I'm going to, at this point, get rid of my, to make my hope. I think I'm just gonna end my combo a little early right now, and then just make out for lose. Yeah, I'm gonna end my combo early, like you can see, because I don't have the Atlantis. Typically, I was the Atlantis just trying to extend a little bit more, but I'm not going to. It's just gonna win more cons. I'm just gonna end the combo here, make the Appaloosa, and then use the Dissolver that I searched with Pensor to go into Vortex, and that's about it. So it's reasonable. Like, I can end on a lot better board, to be quite honest, but this is just a sample idea of what you can do without the typical Zealantis stuff that you will most likely see quite often on release date with Dracoslayers, because it does help Dracoslayer end on a little bit more if they want to, but again, you don't have to. This is just sample, and this is funny enough, is without Electromite. So you did not see me use Electron, you did not see me use Ascon. So really interesting, but as you can see from my extra deck, yeah. But that's about it for today's video. So if you have any questions, etc., just leave in the comments, and that's about it. Take care, everybody. Bye.